Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh dear, look at that mess. Huh, I just noticed that. Okay, anyway, I'll put that over there. It had fallen on my desk. Okay, so I hope y'all had a good weekend. We actually went away for the weekend. We went down to the Keys house for the first time. My desk is, the normal mess. Ooh, gotta save that. Yeah, we went down to the Keys because we became landlords this weekend. We meaning my husband. I guess it's still we. Anyway, yeah, we got some tenants in, a nice little family, mom, dad, 2 little kids, cutie little boy too. And anyway, yeah, so we're renting our bungalow out. And that was just like such a weird story too, because we had been down, I forget why. We had to do something at our main house down there. And I don't know. We're getting our dock fixed. My mind is jumbled this morning. We're getting our dock fixed finally, over a year and a half later, and the people working on it had tripped a breaker, which turned off our bait freezer. Yeah, so we couldn't have that. So we went down there one day to plug it in and all that jazz, and so we happened to see this couple, young couple, looking at another house like across the street, whatever. Long story short, we ended up, as we were leaving, we saw them again. We saw them coming into the place, and then we saw them going back out. And so my husband said, wait, I wonder if they're looking for a place to buy or, rent or whatever. And so we pulled up alongside of them and, introduced ourselves, whatever. And they said, yes, in fact, they were looking for a place, to buy or rent or whatever. And so my husband said, well, guess what? We have a place that is literally right around the corner from here. Would you like to take a look at it? And so they said, yeah, sure, that would be great. So they took a look at it, and lo and behold, that they were like, yeah, we'd love to rent it. So anyway, so there's that. So our bungalow is now being rented, and I hope it all works out well. And so my husband and I went down there this weekend to sign the papers and all that kind of stuff. And then of course the very first day of being a landlord, and I had gone into the house before they started moving in, just to check everything out and whatever. Found out that one of the closet doors was broken. The sink faucet in the kitchen was leaking up on top around the faucet area. And what else? And some caulking needed to be done. So yeah, welcome to the world of landlordship, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so my husband was over there the next day fixing all of that stuff first. Yeah, we had no idea, because I guess whoever rented it last from us, like, they don't tell us, hey, by the way, the sink is leaking, you might want to fix it. I don't know. Anyway, so my husband got it all squared away, and everything is kosher now. And yeah, they started moving in this weekend. So otherwise, my husband and I had a nice weekend down south. It's still all shuttered up except for hurricane season, but we did take off like the back door shutters so that we can go in and out on the back patio. Otherwise, it's still shuttered up and will remain that way until November, when hurricane season ends. So that was our weekend. Yes. And so during the week, I've not had much time at all, as per usual. I think last week I came in here and I did work on, I don't know if you've seen any of these pages, but I started working on some of the pages, that I am very much behind on. This is my June book. And yeah, so I need to work on that. I have a pile over here to the right of me of stuff that needs to go into my book. And a lot of people ask, I know on the sites and all that, like, where do you get your stuff? And I use everything. I mean, this page, for example, has my hospital bracelet on it. I use everything. This right here came on Brooks from Recreations by Brooke, came on her package of date stamps that I got. This is a magazine clipping from like a gaming magazine because when my son moved out, he left a bunch of his magazines, so I used that. And then I just find a quote online and I wrote this in with a white Posca marker. So yeah, I use just about everything. Here's a, sorry if there's a glare, but I'm going to use this bag in here for something, you know, because I love these Inca corn bit things. They're so yummy. So yeah, I just have so much stuff on my desk and stuff I need to add into my book. Oh, that was another thing. This week, yesterday marked one whole week that my son has been living at his place. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's loving it. He comes over just about every day for dinner. And tonight, we're actually going over to his place for dinner. Although he's not cooking it, my husband is bringing stuff to cook. Yeah, so that'll be fun. And then yesterday, my husband made keto bread, and it was so yummy. Yes, it was very yummy. It has like weird ingredients in it, but we found all the ingredients that we needed, and we are not on keto, but my son is trying keto. So my husband is very sweetly trying to accommodate his dietary needs at the moment. So yeah, tonight we're going to go over to his place and have dinner. My husband's going to make a keto-friendly meal. Can't remember what it is. Mediterranean something. I'm sure it'll be delicious. So yeah, last week, yeah, I got some of my pages done. Some of the pages see like I have stuff in here that I'm going to put. Celebrating menopause on this page, yay. Some of the things I've already put in here, you know, like you've seen this. And then I just go back through and decorate it up a little bit more and put my journaling in and finish out the decoration. This here is like a tag. I put a bunch of stuff on it, but it's actually the packaging that I used for the clasp envelopes that I used to make this clasp envelope little journal thingy. Yeah, so I use a variety of items in my book. So there's that, still working in June, and still very far behind. But now that my son has moved out, we're going to be cleaning up his room shortly and moving my craft room in there, I think. So one of the things I did work on while my husband was over at the other house, working on, you know, fixing things. Excuse me, there's Fred. I did start learning how to needle tat. I had shown you this before. Sweet Selena from Amore Fabrique, she had sent me a whole bunch of these. Oops, sorry, Roxanne. Tatting thread things. I don't know the gauge of this. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but it is super, super thin, okay? It's probably about the size of hand, what's it called? Hand quilting thread, right? So I decided while my husband was over working at the other house, I was going to try to learn how to tat. And, excuse me, again, I think tatting is just a series of these double, it's really hard to see because they're super duper small. But these right here they're called double stitches, I think. And then these little loopy things are called picots. And so I believe that that's what tatting is. I think I watched 2 videos on it. And I did a little round with 3 picots. It's like 5 double stitches a picot, 5 double stitches a picot, on and on until you bring it back around. And then I did a little chain right here, and then this is where it all went awry. So I cut it all off because I was getting frustrated, and then I just taped it on with some packing tape. So I'll put this in my journal just to share that I started learning how to tat. And Selena had asked me, and thank you again, Selena, for sending me this thread. She had asked me if she sent it to me, if I could try to do anything with it, and so I told her I would. And then she asked me, I posted some pictures, and she asked me, well, is it fun? Is it hard? You know, it is something that I wouldn't say it's hard. in this case, what makes it difficult is the size of the thread. Now I have a very thin needle here. I have no idea what it is. I have a set of 4. So yeah, what I would like to do is learn how to do tatting like on a piece of fabric, right? So there I started, and then I got stuck. Yeah. But there it is, so tiny, so tiny. But it is super simple. Like once you learn the hand movements, because you have to, like, you wrap it around your thumb and then pull, then you wrap it around your finger and pull, and that's the double stitch. So it is a craft that you have to actually pay attention to and count and all of that. But I love learning new things, so it was fun learning how to do it. Now I think I'm going to abandon this, and I'm going to get another piece of my mysterious pillowcase material, and I'm going to actually hem it. Like I'll put like I'll fold it over like this so it's nice and flat, and then try to do it. I think we'll see. I don't know. Stay tuned to see if I can do anything with it. And on this one here, I had actually started making a round. Oh, it's so hard to see because they're so tiny. I had started making a round with a crochet hook. See how tiny that is? I mean, this is my thumbnail. Oh, so tiny. Anyway, yes, with my smallest crochet hook. The only thing is because the thread is so thin, it's hard to see the stitches where you need to go back into crochet. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not one to give up too super easily, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I'm working on that when I get the chance. What else? Oh, along the same lines, like I was going to show you too. Some people like ask, where do you get images from and all that kind of stuff. And some of the places I get my images from when I use them are magazines. Like we had purchased a Christmas tree from Balsam Hill last year, and so they send me a catalog. So how gorgeous are those pictures, right? And I mean, just beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. So yeah, I use these in my book. And then the same with this Lean In Tree. You can go online and actually request a, sorry if there's a glare, request a catalog. Lean In Tree, it's called. And look how cute that is, right? For your Christmas part of your journal. Yeah, so it has all these like little things you can put in. Just really cute. Really cute. All for Christmas. So yeah, that'll be fun to use. So I have that on my desk. Then I did finally finish. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, I finished it. This is my lark's foot. It's actually my son's. Look how fat it is. Like I can't even show you. It's super fat. This is the edge, one edge of it. And yeah, it's called lark's foot. And it is a beautiful quilt, and it's taken me a bit of time. And it's really big because my son is really big. And so, yeah, I hope he enjoys it. Now, the only thing I have to do is the worst part, which is look at all those ends. Yes, that I have to tie in. Oh, and one of the things that I found out with this yarn is that you need to leave your ends rather long. These are probably like 6-inch tails to weave in, because if you leave it too short, this will actually unravel. It'll unravel, and then the core of it, see, like I can pick it off, right? Super duper easily. So you want your tails to be long so that when you weave them in, they don't, oh, now I just lost that bit. Anyway, so when you weave them in, they will, secure, they will be woven in securely, and it won't unravel and all of that stuff. So this is all ready to be weaved in. Yeah, I don't even know how big the end result was. but it was big. So anyhow, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the rest of today. I don't know if I'm going to be working in my son's room, or trying to straighten up down here, or even possibly get some time in to work in my book. That would be nice. Yeah, I got my grandmother to call. I've got laundry to start. I already went for my walk. And that's about it. Oh, you know what else? I got a lovely sweet. I'm not going to show the entire thing, but I did get a very sweet happy mail from my friend Sherry from the group. So sweet of her. And one of the things I wanted to show you was, look at this. This is her sweet little note that she sent me. That'll go in my book. Look at this sweet little journal she made, right? With a little clasp here. With some, I've never done something like this, but I love this idea. See, she attached it onto whatever this is called, a bulldog clip, and put some lovely little charms, and attached it with a, what's that thing called? An eyelet. Little charm made with love, hearts, butterflies, so adorable. And then you just, you clip it onto the front cover like that, and it closes the book. And so sweetly, she had made this a while ago, and in the note she said she had made it with the thought of me putting my husband's daily love notes in. And as most of you know, my husband isn't working now, so I don't get my daily love notes, but I do have some saved in my computer, so we'll see. A lot of times I have to tell you, this book came out beautifully, and thank you so much, Sherry. It's so cute. And I think, like, on the end, the book of totally useless information, isn't that funny? I think she took the spine, it looks like she took the spine and glued it right onto the spine of the book, because I can see underneath the stitching of the signatures, and there are 2 signatures in it. But I have to tell you, honestly, a lot of times when people send me their gorgeous journals, I set them out for display. And we were talking about this yesterday on Laura's Live. Lori and Hottie, Laura, the Jersey crafter, and Hottie Popo, that would be my Susan. They had a really long, funny, entertaining live yesterday. And so when I got home from out of town, I was watching it. And so we were talking about this very thing, how it's very hard to use these beautiful pieces of artwork, if that's what I consider them to be, to actually use them. So I do put them on display. The papers in here, Sherry, I don't know where you get your papers from, but they are beautiful. And all these like little tuck spots. These papers here are just gorgeous. These cutouts, I don't know if you have a Cricut or what, but so pretty. And little envelopes and just fun. Oh, look at that. A little right up there at the top. So pretty. So thank you so much. More little envelopes and things. Yes. I'm going to go through this a little bit later. She sewed them in what looks like with embroidery floss. Pockets and tuck spots and all that. Oh my. Yes. It's just beautiful. So pretty. 2 signatures, like I said, and in the back she made a little pocket in the back and put some journaling cards, and I just love this closure. So yes, that and a whole bunch of other beautiful items. I love it all, and it will all be put to good use. So I wanted to share that, and thank you again, Sherry, for your thoughtfulness. It really means a lot to me. And so yeah, I'm gonna get on with my day, call my grandmother, see how she's doing, and yeah, hopefully come back in here and either start going through stuff or working on stuff. I don't know which. I don't know what I'm doing today, other than calling my grandmother and doing laundry. So yeah, that's what'll be happening in here mostly. And yeah, so thanks for sharing your time with me, and I will talk at y'all real soon. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week. See you later.